what's up? What's happening, man? It's your favorite DJ, DJ Chevy Stay Loud, aka Mr. No Breaks, and it's for No Breaks TV. And I got my man here, 10, true 10, man. And he a financial genius right now. And he bridging the gap with us younger cats and I'm pretty sure he got some older cats too, but he making financial look real good and real fun, man. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, hey man, it's your boy 10, the Count Up General, King True True Life Count Up every day, the Gangway, Brandmaster True, never forget that, man. Tapping in with no breaks. Y'all learn what to do, man.
You dig? And man, I was just, looking you up. I do my little research.
Hmm.
And you have a lot of titles.
Yeah.
Like even in your bio. I'm
Hmm.
looking at your bio, it is like brand manager, financial management, stocks,
Yeah.
everything, bro. So could you kind of like go over like what is your main? Do you even have a main thing, or
I
is it? Or you just go over everything?
I mean,
Introduce yourself. Like if I was, well, you are introducing yourself to the
yeah.
world right now, but what is your official like title?
I mean, I'm a consultant by trade, so I may consult on insurance. I may consult on branding. I may consult on music for one of my artists or something like that. So I'm a consultant by quote unquote trade. But I guess if you could break it down, I'm a financial educator. Obviously, I teach people about the importance of financial literacy, compounding interest, inflation, just things of that nature, because that's something that our culture, we need that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
We lacking
yeah, I was financially illiterate for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got the information, I just went down a rabbit hole, man. And I was like, all right, my people got to know this. I started with my boys, so I teach my kids a lot of this stuff, and it just grew from there because I just wanted to make sure everybody got it. But
right.
other than that, man, I started, I mean, I am an executive producer in music. I actually started doing music a long time ago. So music is always in my blood. I'm a creative person. I'm an artist by heart.
Right.
But along the way, I just basically, man, I'm a hustler, man. I come from, the dime block, St. Louis. So,
Okay,
um,
St. Louis.
yeah, Hustle
Okay.
City. You can't spell hustle without the STL. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a hustler by nature, man. When I was younger, when I was in the streets, man, I didn't have just one thing. I used to have a few things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure I never limited my hustle. So I always just been a multitasker of certain ways. So, but my main thing right now is really just a financial educator, man. I do that a lot. It's teaching, like I say, not only my kids but my community, and just people about the understanding and importance of making sure that they really just know this stuff. You don't have to be a stock trader, but you really need to understand this stuff because you're in the market one way or another.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so.
That's right.
Yeah, but yeah, other than that, yeah, that's basically my titles, man. But yeah, we do a lot, man. It's all branched into one thing. Count Up is the brand, but it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's a lot of parts to a lifestyle. You got fitness, you got finance, and you got your mental. You know, so.
Hey, hey,
Hmm.
hey, that's what's up. So let's start with the music.
Hmm.
I mean, no breaks. We deal with a lot of music.
Hmm. Yeah, I
We got
tapped in. I checked you out.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got a lot of crazy clips.
yeah.
So we pretty much everywhere. But as far as music, you said producer,
Yeah, yeah. I actually started around I was like 4 or 5. My dad is a jazz musician, so
right? Okay.
he played with some greats like John Hicks. My family and the Troop family, they did a lot. My uncle was Ray Charles' assistant for like 30 years.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
so it just the music run deep. You know what I'm saying? I had a drum set in my life my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And by the time I was 7, actually my mom, she went to church. She sung in the church. The drummer was late one day. You know what I'm saying, for the rehearsal in the morning. I don't know what happened, but he just didn't make it on time. And so my mom was like, my son can, he could jam. And they looking at me. I'm like 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they like, who is this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? So I did the little rehearsal
Yeah.
and I blew everybody mind. So they was like, okay, now we're gonna let you do it. So I performed, man, and then my mama didn't have no small little church. Like it was rafters, you know what I'm saying? So I got on front with these people, man, and banged them drums at like 7, 8 years old,
Yeah.
bro. And I got my first job. They was like, would you like to come back? You know what I'm saying? And do,
Wow.
so I I ain't gonna lie, it was dope, but for me, I was mad because I played sports, so I woke up early every day, and my mom went to the 11 o'clock mass, so I was excited to just play, but they wanted me to play the 8 o'clock mass, so I had to wake up super early, bro. So it lasted, but I wasn't like the happiest drummer of all time. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
sitting up there.
yeah, I was like, bro, I'm tired. I'm ready to play the game. You hear me? But yeah, man. But that was my first job, man. It was like $50 a Sunday. I played for the kids choir and stuff like that, and I got that job on accident, man. Just being ready. You know what I'm saying? Just had I not been practicing, yeah, she put me in the dough. She knew I was ready, man. I banged them drums. I was cold, so I took that. And then I actually got into production when I was like 13 or 14. Actually, you know what I'm saying, on a Boss DR5, yeah, Beat Machine.
Yeah.
I was engineering. That was my cousin's first label. It was Down and Dirty Records. We didn't actually have it legitimate LLC, but it was a nice idea. We was wearing the hats and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. We went to the I forgot what it was, little store in the mall. Got our little stuff stitched at the
Right.
yeah, I think it was like Hat Zone or something like that. But yeah, we used to yeah. So people in high school remember I used to be branded Down and Dirty, but Down and Dirty True on my hat. So I was just making beats and engineering. I actually made some beats. I almost landed a beat on Lloyd's album when he was signed with Rocco. When I don't know, Rocco was doing some kind of management back in the late '90s or whatever, early 2000s for Lloyd, and I did a beat with a cat named LS Bless. He was a pretty dope producer that made it out the loo.
Yeah.
He did a lot of stuff for a lot of people, but we stayed across the street from him, and I got in the beats, man, and we was jamming that, but we actually lost all our. We had like real top notch equipment. You know what I'm saying? It was my partner Slim. It was his pops equipment. He had like real top notch equipment. So that like I think he lost the equipment or something happened. So we lost like the our little workstation. So at that point, I was like 16 or 17. I just started going to the streets because I was like, I got to get me some more equipment.
Right.
But that equipment back then, man, back then you couldn't just go get all this stuff you can get now. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff was pretty expensive. So if I wanted it, I had to hustle. So by that happened, I just got lost in the street. You know what I'm saying? So didn't have equipment, but I was rapping and stuff like that. So we was doing stuff like that, and I don't know, rapping was dope, but it never was like a goal of mine. You know what I'm saying? I never really saw me being the front rapper. I always knew I was good at like putting things together. I got a super dope ear for music. So more of executive production, making sure everything is aligned right, putting this artist with this producer
Okay.
and stuff. That's what I'm doing now with the music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I still get on records. We actually dropped a record New Year. We got a remix coming out again this year. Me and my bro Rent Money. But yeah, I still get on the records when I want, but being a front rapper just wasn't for me. Yeah. So yeah.
So what landed you in Houston? Get out.
Man, I was just tired, man. Being in the streets, man. I went through a lot, man. And, I was starting to see some things. You know what I'm saying? I had we was doing real estate things that went bad, so I went and got like a quote unquote 9 to 5, and I had a really good 9 to 5 after I got off papers. I got hired at AT&T, so they sent me out. You know what I'm saying, on these special little assignments, man. And I'm going out of town. I'm building fiber lines and helping people with customer service in these cities. And they sent me to Texas, and I just started falling in love with the culture, man. Like
Yeah.
the conversations was just totally different. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I was done with AT&T, I was sitting there like, man, I'm back in St. Louis. I'm feeling myself getting back to the streets, and
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? Let me go. Let me go where these people having these conversations about these things that I want to do in life,
Right.
and I just came here, bro. I lost everything in St. Louis. Like I said, real estate kind of started crashing on. They took pretty much everything we had
Right.
because I had to go sit down for a couple of years. So I was like, if I got to start over, I'm gonna start over here. Yeah. So I came down here, man, started over, and within a few months, um, I put out uh like a silent. It wasn't. I didn't put it out, but I was actually shopping a mixtape to like certain execs and stuff, trying to get a little bag for it. And I ended up getting a little bag to you know create the label, and boom, I just went from there. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then boom. Next thing you know,
Yeah, I didn't want to work for nobody, bro. I didn't like my thing about getting paid hourly is like it ain't for everybody. It ain't for me for sure. You know what I'm saying? Me coming from the street, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock it. If that's how you move, that's how
Right.
you move. But I was always a person when I did have a 9 to 5 where I get an hourly rate. When I was younger, I didn't really work, but as I got older and I got to take care of my family, I was like trying to really perform so I can get into management or something. I don't want to just do this regular stuff. So, but I look up, I'm busting my butt, and then I got, I had dreadlocks back in the day. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah. So I had long dreads. I'm still street. I still talk. I'm still me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, my numbers, bro. I'm killing it. You know what I'm saying? But they looking at me like it's just you just a black kid with dreads. Okay, keep working, kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm busting my butt, and then little Johnny, he don't care about the job. He drunk every day. He sleep, but on Friday we get the same check. So I was like, nah, I need something that if I can perform, bro, if I can outperform this guy, at least I'm gonna be compensated for it.
Right.
So I was trying to figure out what could I do, and I started looking at actually life insurance just kind of fell in my lap, man. One of the OGs I met when I moved here in Third Ward, he was at the gas station and he showed me his check. And it was like 2 bands, and he was like, "Yeah, I made this in a week." I'm like, "What you do, bro?" I'm like, "He like, I do life insurance." I'm like,
What?
"Bro." So I'm trying to get hired, bro. They wouldn't even hire me, bro. I was too young. I was 30. I was 29. I think I was like 29, 30, but dude wouldn't hire me. He said I like he looked at my resume. He like, bro, you worked at AT&T. It was a bunch of bullshit on my resume too. But he was just like, you don't do sales like this. I'm like, bro, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I've been selling, bro. I just can't put it on her. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to sell. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta tell me what the product is. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't hire me, bro. I went back like 4 weeks in a row, bro. They wouldn't let me talk to the big boss, and I just kept coming back every Friday. And I just sat there every Friday, and dude just walked in. He was like, "Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? And he walked in the office. He looking at my resume. He's like, "Dude, it's like this ain't gonna work, man." He's like, "Why would you leave?" Because I was getting paid like $30 an hour, almost $30 an hour at AT&T. So I mean, technically to the public, that's good money.
Right.
And this was like 2000, what, 11? You know what I'm saying? 12 or something. So no, I'm tripping. This was 15. So 15 to 16. So it was still kind of good money. Right now,
Good money.
right now it's cool
touch it.
with inflation, yeah. But back then it was like, I'm knocking out my bills, everything with one check. You know what I'm saying? The other check just play money. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, but like I say, I just wasn't satisfied. And he asked me like, why would you want to leave this to come to 100% commission job? And I told him that story. Like, man, if I outperform somebody, you know what I'm saying? I want to be paid for it because if I don't, then we gonna get the same check, no matter what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I got into it, man. The first year, I just knocked it out, and I just started growing from there, man. And I ended up leaving that agency in 2019 and started my small agency. And then that's when I got into more compound interest because at first I was just doing regular life insurance. So now I'm doing like Roth IRAs and 401k rollovers and IULs and all these other things that help people really understand the importance of growing their earnings, not just getting you life insurance. Life insurance is part of wealth, but it ain't the only piece to it. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to spread my wings and grow. Yeah, that shit. That's where we at now. Yeah.
So, how do you feel like you can? Because when you think of financial literacy and the youth,
Mm-hmm.
just looking at younger artists or just youngsters in general, how do you feel like you can bridge that gap, or do you feel like it's already there, or do you feel like we could push more of this financial literacy out to?
I think it's right now it is growing great. You know what I'm saying? Like I think more people are woke up to it. It's like it's no excuse right now for somebody to not want information because we got these phones. You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is get on your phone. It's just what you doing with your time these days. You know what I'm saying? So for one, the person has to want it. You know what I'm saying? And it's exposing them to the information early so they can know that it's there. You know what I'm saying? So now you're starting to see a lot more influencers and people that are in the culture that are actually looking like the rappers and you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, it was just you want to make it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So making it out was either playing ball, rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that quote unquote had the jobs in the neighborhood, some of them crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Some of them working, some of them drink all day, but everybody in the same area living the same life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like either I'm gonna go hard and go far, or I'm just gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like when I messed up and couldn't play ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I was pretty good at playing ball, but when I messed that up and got put out of school or whatever, it was like, all right, I'm finna do this music thing. You know what I'm saying? And then once I started doing the music thing, and then I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, but I'm not getting exactly the speed of success I want. Then I found the financial, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, then I start really tapping in. I'm like, oh, this is real wealth. You know what I'm saying? I also had to like calm myself down and understand that it takes time. So it's just, but I didn't know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, we just got to expose people to this stuff at an early age so they can know that it's there. And then we just got to wait for them to be ready to come get the information because the information is here. You just need to pick who you want to get it from. You know what I'm saying? And make sure it's a reputable source. But we start, you know, my daughter 5, we dropping, I got financial literacy books coming, you know what I'm saying, with her. Yeah, we got a book called Count Up Kids Presents Kyra's Adventures. Yeah, so it's a book for kids that's 5 years old that their parents can read them stories that they can relate to, but they can understand about delayed gratification. Because every time my daughter asks me something, she watching YouTube and she see a commercial and she, daddy, oh, I want that. I'm like, okay, well, we need to sell some shirts, baby. We need to sell, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm telling her, like, so in her brain, she like, okay, I need to, because she got her own shirt line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got her own positive quote shirts that she wears to school. You know what I'm saying? I let her know, like, hey, if your friends want, I ain't forcing it to her, but I'm like, hey, if your friends want a shirt, tell them you can hook them up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get you when you get that money, we're gonna get you some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm showing her you gotta put the food in the you gotta put the medicine in the candy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta kind of just put it on their brain and then just spark the brain, you know what I'm saying? And then once they're ready, they're gonna come get the information from a reputable source and they're gonna take it from there. But if they don't know it's there, they ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's all in how we talk to them, man. Like I say, some people project all their fears and all their beliefs, they toxicity, all in their kids, and we wonder why the kids don't come out how we want them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you put your kid, you ain't gotta, be perfect, man. But if you put your kid in a good environment and you just making sure that they are, just fed the right things, you know what I'm saying, and understanding, you let them know like, hey, you could do this, but I'm telling you, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? But if we want to roll the dice, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, flat out, like she know like McDonald's is bad, but sometimes she look at that sign like, you know what I'm saying? Well, she know I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? But she'll come back and tell me, Mom, she took it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So eventually later on in life, she gonna be like, nah, this shit bad. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like my pop, and if Lord forbid, I pray I live to 95. But if I was to leave this earth, my daughter knows things now. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't program to her brain that she like, all right, this is what my dad would want. He wants me to do this. He said this is good, this is bad. So it's like, man, the only thing you could do is give somebody the information and let them go from there. So, but yeah, big facts. Big facts. Fellas, take care of your kids. Facts. They get the information early. They get the information early. All of them got life insurance. They setting up the trust funds. All the life insurance is directed to the trust fund. So when somebody pass away, the trust fund is replenished. You know what I'm saying? They buying assets out these like they literally we bro we got the J's. They wearing Walmart shoes. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because they putting their money in compound interest accounts versus, you know what I'm saying? You got all these flat shoes, but how much interest are you compounding on that money? You know what I'm saying? Like your closet is worth more than your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's big in our culture. And I was a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to say now that I'm more asset rich and liability. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make sure your assets overweigh your liabilities. Liabilities is these depreciating cars that, you know what I'm saying, we buy. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that just don't, just think about it. If I buy this, can I resell it for the same price or higher later? And if you can't, then that's a liability to your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't look at life insurance, but you pay a little premium, and Lord forbid if you pass away, your family get a big lump sum of money. That's a win if you really want your family to win.
Right.
But if you don't pass away, you get that money back or you compound interest on it, so you win later. So it's like you just setting yourself up. Yeah, it's like you setting yourself, your family up or both, bro. That's like so this is they just understand this stuff, and it's like we don't get it, and we'll say, man, I had a chick tell me like I help people get out of debt, and so I was helping her get out of debt, and I was trying to find the money, you know what I'm saying, to figure out how can we put money into this policy to help you get out of debt faster. She had like 33 years of debt, you know what I'm saying, with 444,000. She thought she had 200 and some $1,000 of debt, but you ain't tacking on the interest, you ain't tacking on the years of this debt that you got. So after I broke it down, I'm like, nah, you got like a 500,000. She like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let's find the money to put in this policy so we can eliminate this to about 12 years, and it's gonna free up like 20 years of interest paid, like $169,000 she able to save, plus 20 years of interest that would have been going to lenders.
Right.
So she like, let's do it. So I'm like, how much can you afford? She like 200 a month. I was like, nah, that ain't gonna cut it. So I did this, bro. I broke it down with her. So I'm asking her questions. I'm like, yeah, how much? She's like, yeah, I go to Starbucks. I'm like, okay, how much is this? Okay, about 20. Mapped it out, bro. She spent $600 and something at Starbucks every month.
Making them rich.
$600 something at Starbucks every month, bro.
What you want to do?
So I'm like, you can't afford it?
Coffee.
You want coffee or you want to be free? You know what I'm saying? You choose. Hey, so when you break it down like that, man, people think that, oh, I ain't making big purchases. I don't know why I'm broke. It's the small, it's them tens and them 20s and them fives,
man,
that you don't trip off of. That is the reason that you know what I'm saying, you're not understanding. If you do that, if you put that same amount of effort that you putting into that, into the stock market or life insurance, and you just give yourself a few years to just chill out and let this stuff mature, because it ain't gonna happen overnight, man, you're gonna look up in 10 years and you're gonna be free. You're gonna be on an island somewhere, you know what I'm saying, with money just compounding. Now you taking trips off your points. You ain't even using your money. You just understand money. Your cash is your cash. You using life insurance and all these other things to fund your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So there's just so many ways to do it, and they was exposed to it, and they did purposely keep the information out from us because we wasn't even able to read. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want us to know nothing. So I get it. We late to the party, but now we know we here. So it's like let's switch the mind frame and want the information so we can go ahead and change our people's life, bro. So, but yeah, that's how they work, man. So, yeah.
So, tell me more about your shirt.
Man, so we got a few. I do more. Like when you wear my stuff, I want you to feel something. You know what I'm saying? So, these are my stocks in the hood shirts. I do a free class, stocks in the hood, basically teaching people the ins and outs of the stock market. It's a beginner's class we do for free. It's actually gonna be we gonna be running out in the hoods. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff for the community. You know what I'm saying? Just tapping in, just doing little small things to just put it on their brain. Like I say, we gonna just keep sparking brains, and people gonna tap in. I ain't looking for people to do nothing but just put it on your brain and do your own research, and then we can always have intelligent conversations with each other, because I'm always down to talk this shit. But other than that, yeah, we got those. I got the 1% a day. That's basically just we got a fitness line. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big in the gym. I love the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's a place where I got a lot of my ideas and just released a lot of stress. So my goal is to just get 1% better every day. In life, you know what I'm saying? So if you know anything about investing, 1% every day is 365% a year. People don't get those kind of returns. You know what I'm saying? So like we have a problem. Sometimes we'll go 100% a day, and then tomorrow we might not do shit and fuck up everything. So now we really negative 40. You know what I'm saying? So then we may split that into a couple of days. So now we like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just keep doing something every day. You know what I'm saying? Take 30 minutes a day to read. Take 30 minutes a day to work out. You know what I'm saying? Just do something every day and keep compounding that. 1% every day, you're going to look up and you're going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I got that. We got my baby's line. We got the count up every day. We got a whole bunch of little stuff. If you look up CUE Lifestyle Apparel on Instagram, You'll see. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of like motivational quotes. When you put on count up, man, you gonna be like, all right, I see what he's saying. Everything got a story behind it. You know what I mean? So it's more empowerment where, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just like something we just put together. It's something that we got, yeah, real meaning behind it. Yeah. So I'm a living testimony that count up changed my life, bro. I was not this person. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, bro. I was totally different, thought different, looked different, sound different. You know what I'm saying? I always had something about me, but count up really put me in the game, and I'm able to help others. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
yeah,
what we need more of.
yeah,
We lacking it big
yeah.
time.
I build leaders. I don't have people that follow me. I have a lot of leaders that have their own things going on, and count up is like glue. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody kind of got their own motion. But
Mhm.
count up is like a glue that is always gonna be here, and it's like a brotherhood. My whole thing was to create a brotherhood of people that, we got our own fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I'm, the gangs are not bad, but when the leadership is not right, then that's what makes that gang bad. This country was built on gangs. It still got gangs. The police is gang.
Police.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's the
like,
first thing I
yeah,
said.
when you got good leadership and people are, you know what I'm saying, or teaching their gang, their community, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, the right things to win at life, then that's what we're supposed to be doing. So count up as our community, our gang, our brotherhood, sisterhood, and it's got a glue to a whole bunch of other people that's doing some nice things. So yeah.
Gotcha. So, what are three suggestions for anybody that want to be financially successful? Like, if you have this wall of suggestions,
I would say the first suggestion is read books, man. Books gonna change your life. You know what I'm saying? Once you start really tapping into like really mindset and financial literacy books, and you really tapped into them, your whole life gonna change, and you're gonna start moving different anyway, no matter what you're doing in life. You know what I'm saying? So if you need a new job, if your situation at your job ain't right, these books that you read and you consistently reading them, it's gonna already program you and tell you that you need to make a move. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna tell you I need to save my money. It's gonna tell you certain things. So start out with educating yourself. You don't have to go to college. I didn't go to
right?
college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Some
read
people think
books
you
though.
gotta go to
Yeah,
college
nah, like
to be
my
successful.
yeah, my son in college, I told him that ain't gonna make you rich,
Mm,
but I want you to go just to get an experience that I can't tell you about.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about that. What you do outside of that is gonna make you rich,
mhm.
but you ain't gonna never you can't come back to my age and be like, hey man, I remember when I was at the book bag and I was with the girls at the like I can't say that.
Right.
And I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no regrets in life, bro. Everything I did taught me who I am, and I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for that. God working on me, but I wish I could have experienced a little college life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure my kids just know that the option is there, but don't think that that right there is it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want them to get that experience. So first thing is educate yourself. If you can go to college, you know what I'm saying. You got plans, go. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But educate yourself. Take education serious. You know what I'm saying, because no matter what you do, that's gonna save you. Second, make a plan. Make a financial plan. You know what I'm saying. Make sure that you include investing into your journey. You know what I'm saying? Like number one, before anything, make sure investing, and that may be investing into life insurance, that may be investing in the stock market, that may be investing into a business. But make sure you make a plan and make sure you have investing number one. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. I mean that's number two. And number three, live life, man, and experience things. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna give you more um more things that you know what I'm saying, it's gonna give you more what's the word I'm looking for? Why you gonna be more wiser? You gonna you just I don't know, man. You gotta get out, you gotta experience, you gotta make mistakes, you gotta learn from them. You know what I'm saying? So once you do those things, man, I feel like you know what I'm saying? Because life is a journey. You just want to make sure that when you leave this journey, you fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like, man, educate yourself, invest, make sure your family's set up, and boom, man, experience life because it could be over tomorrow.
That's a fact. Like short.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
But
Doing a lot more of this, man. Really just telling the stories, educating more people, bringing more people the awareness to what's going on. A lot more books. I got a couple of books that I'm finished with two books. I'm working on. Actually, I'm finished with one book. I'm about 75% finished with my second book, and I got my skeleton for my third book already lined up. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more of that. I'm still an artist, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing my art in different forms now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, uh, you know, I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just kind of putting the education and the medicine. You know what I'm saying? Putting that in a nice little format for people. So my books are going to really show you a blueprint of how to win. You know what I'm saying? So um, basically more of that, more public speaking, more living life, more traveling. I want to do a lot more traveling. Um, so that's it, man. Just really experiencing life and just making sure I do my due diligence with putting people on game and just
right,
at a more, with more, seats in the building. That's it. Just keep growing the community, keep growing the audience.
gotcha.
Hmm.
Oh, what I was gonna say. Oh, if you could tell your younger self anything, what would you tell? Them? If you could go back, travel back in the time at 15, 15 years old, what would
Mm.
you
Man, 15, I would say believe in yourself and your vision, man. Because a lot of times I was just doing things because I felt like that's what certain people wanted me to do at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like certain things I just wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I kind of let other opinions knock me down. You know what I'm saying? Or like if you're trying to build wealth and you get a big check and you take it to somebody that don't understand nothing about wealth, I
tell? Right.
mean, it's like no, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be a certain type of person in your career and you go talk to somebody that has never taken a chance on any kind of career, you know what I'm saying? It's like you no, you're gonna get shot down. So
Right.
it's like you gotta believe in yourself and find people that's actually doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On a good level. You know what I'm saying? On a high level. And just be there because, but honestly, man, I had to go through everything I had to go through so my kids wouldn't have to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
'Cause I'm really glad. I can't really say I would want to change anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed to go through everything I went through so I could be this person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, man, just believe in yourself and just keep going, flat out.
Yeah. Go ahead and plug yourself. Like, we want to know your Instagram. We want to know if you're going to be doing any public speakings or seminars or
Hmm.
anything, or your own show, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, man, 10 True is the name, 10TRU. Tap it in on Instagram, man. Follow. Just tap in with me, man. We got Stocks in the Hood free class every Wednesday. We actually should be moving to Fridays around November, but right now we every Wednesday Stocks in the Hood, free class. Come learn. You know what I'm saying? We be turned up. You know what I'm saying? Just learning stocks.
and is that
Um,
just like live
it's on Zoom. We
or
do
okay?
a Zoom webinar meeting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just come tap in. Check out the artists, man. You'll see all the artists. Countupentertainment.com. Tap in with me. For any kind of financial, I would say life insurance, Roth IRAs, 401k rollovers. I do 401k portfolio reviews because a lot of people don't even understand how they 401k work. They don't know that they got fees. It's a lot of stuff that goes on that people just don't know. So I break that stuff down so you could just understand because you actually pay these people to trade for you in your 401k and they whether you lose money or make money, you know what I'm saying? They still take their fee. They not gonna call you if you lost 30%. Like, hey, Mr. Jones, you might want nah. That don't
Right.
happen. So, you manage the money, you put up the money, you take all the risk. So it's like, why not know? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that bag? So, tap in if y'all want to know anything about that, man. And other than that, man, just keep following along the journey, man. We got books coming out. My daughter's first book, she's 5. Called Count Up Kids presents Kyra's Adventures. We actually just waiting on the last little illustrations, and we gonna be putting that up for pre-order very soon. So just tap in, man. 10 True 10 TRU.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be dope. And I have another question for you. How did you make it out of the pandemic? Like, what skills did you apply during that time? Because a lot of people wasn't able to go to work.
Yeah, consistency. Really, I was already working on my business from home because I had left that agency. Actually, I got fired from that agency January 30th, because I wanted to expand and do more things, and so he basically said it was a conflict of interest. So
Oh wow.
yeah, he fired me January 30th, the day before my daughter's first birthday,
Wow.
in 2019. I started my company February 5th, 2019. Um,
That was
and
a push.
yeah, it was a push. I started it, man. I was just determined, man. Like I was just determined to just stay on it. Um, I'm just a. I tell people, man, I'm a winner, man. It's like I love to see other people win, but it's not that I don't take losses. It's just I don't give up, man. So
Yeah.
you just got to be persistent, consistent. You got to make a plan. You got to make sure investing saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Had I not invested my money, I'd be broke. You know what I'm saying? I invested my money. Now, if I was just like kicking it and just going out every time a person called me and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be sitting here having this convo. But I invested my money to where my money starts saving me in situations. It's like, all right, if I'm running low, I can go to my stock account, you know what I'm saying? I can pull out profits. My
Uh-huh.
money been growing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can go pull out 4 grand real quick, pay bills, you know what I'm saying? And then I can sit down and trade, make that 4 or 5 band back, you know what I'm saying? Or I can
Yeah.
go get out here and print me some shirts, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure you have a plan, make sure you have a hustle that you can actually make some cash from every day, man. Like if you can sell shirts, man. If you can make some smoothies, make some smoothies. If you
Yeah.
can make some lemonade, make lemonade. But get out here and make sure you can make something happen and still have your other hustle going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This day we living in 2023, um, inflation is very real. You know what I'm saying? Medicare inflation was up 14.5% in 2022. So people that's on medications and stuff like that, they paying high dollar for, like, Humulin, the little diabetic medication, was $67 in 2012. It's over $1,500 today. That's 1,000% increase, bro. So it's like if you understand how this world work, you would understand, like, all right, I'm gonna be working 10, 12 hours every day. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure it's meaningful, man, and make sure you know what I'm saying, you just consistent, man. But I just want to make sure I stay consistent, and shit, I work from home already for a minute, so I sitting in the house with nothing. And I just learned that the stock market is open, bro. You could literally trade stocks from your phone. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And you could turn $100 into $300. You know what I'm saying? You could turn 1,000 into 2,000. You could turn 10,000 into 30. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a hustler, baby. So yeah, it would say that saved my life, man. So just really, really investing, man. That's how I made it through that thing, investing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, hey, I like that. And no cap, I've been watching
Oh
billions.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Billions
talking
of shit.
about?
Yeah, yeah.
I've been watching billions. I'm like, bruh, it's no way they're making this type of
No,
money.
they are. The dude that trained me, bro. I paid for the game I got. It wasn't free. You know what I'm saying? I paid thousands of dollars and to get in rooms and get to people that, you know what I'm saying, that got information that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about I've paid for my own college. You know what I'm saying? But the dude
Right.
that trained me, bro, the week I paid for a week to watch him, he let you see. You know what I'm saying? From Sunday to Friday, everything he did to trade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cheap, you know what I'm saying? But I paid to get to watch this process. That week, he made 83 grand, bro. 60 something on one day. After that, I was like, yeah,
This
nah.
this what I'm
I'm gonna
used
figure this out.
to.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure this out, bro. I am not quitting. No, bro. I didn't got clapped before. You know what I'm saying? On them, like, trading. You gonna take some losses, bro.
Yeah.
I had to, like, take a step back. You know what I'm saying? I went to paper trading for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because you could trade with fake money. Like these platforms that give you $100,000 of fake money just so you can get the
Oh, okay.
algorithm. Yeah, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And you play some real trades, but it's just with not with your money. So I had blue accounts, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make 63 in one day, but I only got 3 grand in there, so I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I fell back. I started paper trading, and then I got back to it, and I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at a point now where I could actually, you know what I'm saying, make some nice money in the stock market. But yeah, the dude that trained me, bro, I done seen cats do some crazy things in the market that it's like I ain't never quit, flat out. You know what I'm saying? But it don't just stick there though. Once you learn that, once you get to a certain level, sit down with somebody like myself or somebody that could give you a better plan because just having your eggs in that one basket, you know what I'm saying, is too much of a tax liability. You putting too much in taxable income. You want to make sure you got tax free income and taxable income. But tax free income is stuff like Roth IRAs, cash value life insurance, because you know what I'm saying, you want to be pulling from that in situations when the market crash and instead of taking money from, you know what I'm saying, taxable income getting hit hard on it. So it's like I say, once you start making money and you getting consistent and you could do 500 a month, 1,000 a month, sit down with somebody like myself or, you know what I'm saying, that's in this field and just get a plan because you could actually set yourself up for freedom, you know what I'm saying? So
And will
yeah.
we be learning some of this in stocks in the hood?
Stocks in the hood, yeah. So I give a lot of game in stocks in the hood, yeah. So it's just free game. I'm gonna show you the ins and outs. If you don't know nothing about the stock market, you're gonna come out with some knowledge. You're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah. So like I start from like the beginning, and I show you the game. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
No breaks will be getting one of them classes.
yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to get into that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not as hard as people think. No
So, yeah,
cap.
because it could be intimidating.
Nah,
You know?
bro. The dude at Wall Street Trapper, shout out to Trap. He was locked up and he said he used to watch CNBC and it sounded like Chinese, and that's how I felt. I was watching CNBC and it felt like Chinese. But he said he just kept listening until it started making sense. Now I can sit there and be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just gotta I mean, when we first started walking, we kept falling.
Right.
But we ain't quit. Just imagine if we'd have gave up because it was too hard. We wouldn't be walking. You know what I'm saying? So you just got it. Yeah, if you want to know, just it's gonna be hard,
Yeah.
but stick with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your life.
Life
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
But it's your boy No Breaks, man, and we got True 10 around here. And thank you for coming, man. Appreciate
Nah, no problem, no problem.
you. Make sure y'all go follow him ASAP. Shoot
Yeah,
your, IG
10 TRU, man. 10 True. Shout out to the Dime Block, man. St. Louis. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to Fofo Babies. Rent Money, Count Up Entertainment, Living and Elevating, Keo. The bag, man. Y'all already know, man. We count up every day the game way, baby.
out.